The Tape Never Lies Network.
The tape never lies. Tape never lies.
Starts now.
The tape never lies.
Nope! Nope!
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest man.
Keeping it 100.
Keep it 100.
So chase greatness and start understanding that he's gonna make everybody better.
Tape never lies.
I don't want to see your tape breakdowns if you cannot show me things that are negative about a guy that's on your current team.
Hashtag chase greatness. Hashtag take that.
Keep it 100.
Because I'll make this one more time clear. Caden Whitlow, cut it.
Keeping it 100.
He is the best quarterback I have ever scouted on tape.
The Chicago Bears select.
Guess who's back? The two dudes that kept it real. Dynamic duo that you love, the smartest man at Dr. Phil. Break it down the film, never a problem, kick it straight. Most shows focus on stats, we focus on the tape. We keep it in 100, never running east or west. We coming with that truth, cause that's what our fans expect. Cut off the fake and anchor, moving forward to be free. But don't you worry, Shane's got the dumbest tweets. It ain't no secret, Phil and Shane got some haters. But now they're all stuck like the true and now and laters. Debaters, draws get kicked like Coach Tabor. Cuts had to be made, we added a barber moderator. Up and down, boys got you double checking. Sad sacks strolling like a fool drunk texting. Flexing on the truth cause you know they'll never change. Real, recognize real, that's what you get with Phil and Shane.
Give me some fucking names. We have 2 fucking games.
Fuck a play or a captain, all of the unfair. The tape never lies, the truth. You see, we laugh, we lie, so there's no babies like Maybelline. Straight to the truth with acumen and facts. We got a stat nerd, but he's not just giving nerd stats. Car crash, big impact like trip sack. Every Wednesday night you got the smartest man Phil back. Now we know you're smiling like a fat kid with fun dip. We're back better than ever and we keeping it 100.
Keep it 100.
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest
Keeping it
man.
100.
Keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest
Keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Keep it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to Keep It 100 on the best 4-letter network on the planet. The tape never lies. I'm Ivan Vargas. Got a nice show for you here tonight. We got Eric Clemons, formerly of ESPN, coming on to talk Caleb Williams with us. We got Shane, we got DDP, we got Jose, we got myself. The boys are here. The boys are back. So get ready, buckle up. It's going to be a fun ride. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, become a patron today at www.thetapeneverlies.com. Best $10 investment you'll ever spend. Well, I guess without further ado, man, let's go ahead and bring everybody out. I mean, well, almost everybody. Shane, the smartest man, Marshaw, and we'll bring in our guy, Big Z.
Yeah, bring out the guys that are on time.
Yeah, right?
Always on time.
Jeez, I tell you.
Always on time.
DDP is currently waterlogged.
Nope.
Yes, definitely. His training camp also started on Monday, so they're dealing with a little bit of rain, some waterlogged 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, 14-year-olds, however old they are. I forget now. Kids are growing up, but he's like, bro, I gotta change some clothes, and I'll be a little bit late for the show, so we'll hold it down. We know how it goes.
I'm trying to figure out this fucking rotation thing again. Jeez.
Yeah, we gotta.
This is it. There we go.
There it is. That works. But man, it feels good. You know, it's been, I don't know, man. Our off seasons were always longer because we weren't a playoff team, anything like that. This one just seemed like it went on forever and ever and ever. It seemed twice as long to me as the ones that we've dealt with before. And I don't know if it's just because you know, we got a fucking quarterback that's ranked higher than Green Bay's on the top 100 list. So fuck Green Bay and everybody associated with him. I don't know. I'm super excited. I know we're not going to have another day off until, you know, mid-May, maybe the end of May, but that's the price we pay. But I love what we do, and I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm glad the guys are back out there. Everything seems good to go. Kyler Gordon's pulling his bullshit again. You know,
it's like Groundhog Day. Like every year, you gotta anticipate: is he gonna see a shadow, or is he not gonna see a shadow?
Yeah, and props to Ryan Poles and Ben Johnson for just being fucking blunt and get healthy. You know,
he was labeled he's like, when we brought him in, he was supposed to be an athlete, like super athletic, super, and they talked about the ballet, the working out, like how was he getting hurt so much?
It's always the same thing.
What aren't you doing, or what are you doing to find yourself in these positions?
I know Kyler's been active on TikTok with his food reviews, and he's always out to tell everybody that he's got a guy that dress, wardrobe guy and all of this shit. And maybe cut all that bullshit out. Hey, I'm not against these guys having a life away from football, but when you sign a big contract like that, maybe hit pause on the other shit and try to figure everything out. Because if you know how we do, we break down words here also at TTNL. And if you listen to Ryan Poles, Brad Biggs asked him, he's like, is he doing everything on his end? And he's like, well, yeah, this year. So that tells you once this dude got paid, everything else that was important off the field, football wise, probably got pushed to the back burner. And now he's paying for it.
Well, it sounds like Claypool. It's similar to Claypool. I mean, maybe not to the extreme as Claypool, but it sounds like you have something other than football that's important to you. I'm not saying that, like you said, they can have a life outside. Injuries happen to everybody, I understand, but this is becoming a pattern. This is something that's every single fucking year. We haven't seen him. Ben Johnson can barely even elaborate on the player because he doesn't know the player. Right. He hasn't seen the player.
And well, I the way that I would do this is the only thing that I didn't like from what Ben said was, when Kyler gets back, we're going to have guys out there getting reps until Kyler gets back. Now, fuck that. When Kyler gets back, Kyler's going to get reps along with who else is in there, and may the best man win. That's at this point, that's the way that I look at it.
Jalen Jones is going to take that job. And I don't understand with these athletes who want to become influencers. It's like, dude, you wouldn't be an influencer. As soon as
they get into the league, they want to be an influencer.
It wasn't for you being in the league. You busted your ass in high school and in college to get to this point. And they're like, oh, now I want to be an influencer. You dumb fuck. You're not going to do anything without being a person of notoriety in the NFL or the NBA or MLB, whatever it is, whatever league you're in. But without that platform, you're nobody, and nobody will follow you.
I don't understand why they want to get ready on a second career before their first career even started.
Yeah, you can go back to Brandon Marshall. He said, what did he say? Football isn't my life. It's my platform. And I understand that if you're, in the twilight of your career, but Kyler Gordon's 26 years old, and he's paid like an elite level nickel. And it's just, I'm at the point now, I honestly know when he's locked in, he's healthy, and he's out there, he's a good football player. But I'm completely ready to just turn the fucking page on Kyler Gordon and look at him like a cherry on top of the sundae. If he's there, there's your cherry. If not, go do a fucking food review. Go do your TikTok thing. That's fine.
But to that point, go do that, Kyler. Go handle that. But you know what? Malik Muhammad's going to be right there. Malik Muhammad's going to be in where he needs to be. He's going to be taking care of himself, taking care of his body. You already have gunners gunning for you. So if I were Kyler Gordon, all this offseason would have been nothing but football focused, because your football life, your the thing that's gotten you to the influencer spot might get taken away from you right away, man. You never know, especially if you're not committed to it.
Well, in the words of Jerry Glanville, the NFL stands for not for long.
Right.
And I'm the type of guy, and I've always been this way in terms of social media, anything like that. You're not a Bear. I don't really give two shits. I don't follow you anymore on social media. I unfollow you everywhere, and I move on. And I mean, Kyler, I don't even want to give the guy props for coming back last year because he's just missed so much time. And going back and rewatching that, he cost you so many plays in the Green Bay game where he looked like a broken player out there.
Lost.
Ivan, you're on mute.
Out of place, out of position, just not healthy enough at times.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just secondary was obviously the focus. I mean, we've been through that whole thing with, the safeties and Ryan Poles coming out and saying, our secondary is deep and talented, and we want to make them hold the ball just a little bit more because why? Because we don't address defensive end in Chicago. It's just everything seems to be backwards. I mean, you could say little things don't fucking matter. It's just like the fucking you're not airing the fucking first presser of training camp.
No. It's not that they didn't air it, Shane. It's that they didn't tell you that they weren't going to air it until the time that they were supposed to air it.
Exactly. No, I get it, and that it's just those little things that the Bears are that they still fucking piss down their legs on, and it drives me nuts. And they're putting out there that I'm supposed to be impressed because George McCaskey umpired 3 Savannah Bananas games and was living his best life, and I was saying that he is in heaven. How about you're in heaven because your fucking football team is consistent and making the playoffs, and you take it fucking serious, George. You've had a long fucking time at the helm to do that.
He's on his second career. Leave him alone.
Yeah.
Samuel said, Kyler Gordon is being himself. I blame Brian Poles for paying the player who obviously doesn't love football enough to make sure that he's on the field every week for his brothers. Okay, I get. I mean, even being yourself, I get it. He's expressing himself, but like, I need you to express yourself on the football field too, and that's a part of it. Ryan Poles definitely paying him was a mistake, but I need you to be yourself on the football field. I need to see you on the field. I don't care about your designer shit. I don't care about your what buddies you have. I need to see, are you going to be able to fucking line up against this receiver? Are you going to be able to help us out on blitzes? Are you going to be able to be there? Period.
Well, and that's the thing, and this is where it's all everything now is going to come back to Ben Johnson. And listen, I don't want to say that I'm Ivan, you and I, this was before Jose was here with us, but you and I were on the same wavelength where we wouldn't have drafted Rome Odunze.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's not a knock on Rome. It's really a knock at the roster construction. Yeah, he pulled up lame. He'll be here in a minute. But it's, Ben is not going to give a fuck. If Rome goes out there and is dropping the football again and he gets injured again, Rome's not going to get an extension here. Rome's going to be shipped at some point. If that's what happened, I'm not saying this year, but he won't be here.
Yeah, and that foot injury is something that lingers on for years. It's not something, what is it? Muhammad had that, right? The Bears?
Allen Robinson did.
Allen Robinson
talked about it. Yeah, Allen Robinson talked about it.
He had that, and he said it took forever to heal. It's going to be a year from now. Is he 100%? We don't know.
Right. One thing that's been a priority under Ben Johnson is, and this is what they have to do behind the scenes, is you're talking about the love of the game. It's not just loving football. It's not being able to function without it. Mm-hmm. And you see where it matters with guys. Like Caleb Williams he can't function without football. Right. Ben Johnson can't function without football. You look at a guy like Luther Burden. He just wants more.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to eat it with a spoon. He wants to eat it through a fucking fire hose.
Those are the guys.
Tyler
that
Gordon. Tyler
man.
Gordon, I don't think is that way. We'll see. Is Rome's wildly talented? It's a big fucking season for him.
I think that Rome. Now that you brought both of them up, the similarities are kind of. I mean, Rome has been on the field a lot more. I'll give him that to his credit. But I can see the similarities where it's like, how much do you love football? Like, how much you really love football? How much are you putting in the work? Because I see Luther putting in work. I see Caleb putting in work. I see a bunch of guys putting in work. I haven't seen Rome. I mean, I know you don't have to put your stuff out on social media all the time, but shit, at least a couple pictures here and there on your social.
I mean, Colston Loveland's another one that you throw in there. But the thing about it is, and I understand that Ben Johnson was not part of the process that drafted Caleb Williams, but he still selected Caleb Williams because he chose to come here. If he didn't believe or want to work with Caleb Williams, he would not be the head coach of the Chicago Bears. So he did choose Caleb. He chose Luther Burden. He chose Colston Loveland. These guys like that they live, breathe, eat, and shit football. They need it. Ben, what are you going to do in your spare time? I'll probably take a couple minutes and then, we'll get back into it. Same thing with Caleb Williams. This is the blueprint. There's going to be big fucking names that get funneled out of here because they're not bought into the 24/7, 365 football under Ben Johnson, especially now. I mean, you can't watch a single fucking presser and not want to run through a fucking brick wall for Ben Johnson. It's every fucking time because he's loaded, he's locked in, and he gives zero fucks who or what he's talking about. Yep. He's going to give you his thought. And you know what, Kyler? Get healthy. You're fucking right. I love every part of that.
He's like, I never met the guy, but yeah, get healthy.
Yeah.
He's not on the field.
Exactly.
He's not going to know the schemes. He's not going to know, how to interact with his teammates on the field. It's going to be a problem when he comes back because he's going to be behind the ball so far. And
let's throw curls.
Speaking of curls,
bring them in.
I used to have curls.
Back in the day.
We all have our problems. I guess Kyler Gordon has his problem.
Yes. In the words of a great man, he's soft as puppy shit. Right?
Yeah. Yep. And that's the reality of what we're facing with Kyler Gordon right now.
Yeah, Phil, we were talking about it, and it's just I just don't give a fuck about Kyler, the player at this point. I really don't. He's talented when he's healthy, but he's just never healthy. It's like Patrick Williams from the Bulls. Oh, he's talented, but he's never talented on the fucking floor. You know what I mean? And Kyler, it's the same thing. Soft tissue. So he is doing something. He's not bought in at some point with something that he's supposed to be doing. He's not.
I think there's an issue with a guy when you're a prima donna, and we talk about this all the time, the difference between an injured player and a hurt player. And even our young kids understand, I make sure I preach it. If you're injured or hurt, if you're injured, what does that mean? You have a serious issue that's known medically, torn patella, a torn ACL, a shoulder injury, something of that nature, where Kyler Gordon tends to be hurt all the time. Whether his feelings are fucking hurt or is whatever is hurt, his groin, his ankle, his spirit is hurt. I just disappointed because the player, when he's motivated, is so good. We just have to be honest. He's a really good nickel back, and he has great body control. But when you have someone that gets paid, and this is what you worry about, you pay somebody, and then all of a sudden, hurt becomes injured all the time. And that's just letting down your fucking football team. And that's the kind of letdown he is. And Ben, to his credit, I mean, I talked about it today with Adam Rank. Ben, to his credit, is transparent. I don't think any coach in the last fucking 20 years for the Chicago Bears has been transparent like this, where you can tell that it bothers him. No, we're just going to move to the next. No, I don't know him. He needs to be here healthy. Translated, get healthy. Stop being a little bitch. That's what that is.
Yeah, 100%. Totally agree.
And that's, you're getting paid
To work out.
money that nobody can even comprehend. What's his salary? I mean, Ryan Poles paid this guy. And I supported it. I'm like, this kid has the potential to be the best nickel corner in the league. And I don't understand where you start every fucking year on PUP. You start every week. You're on the injury report. Your teammates start snickering and talking about you. Adam asked if I could see him getting cut. I don't. I think
no, not yet. He's not going to get cut now. He's going to get cut. He'd get cut in the offseason.
Right.
Because financially it would make more sense for him. But yeah.
I think he'll be, honestly, potential trade. I think he is going to potentially be traded.
I'm not sure what value he has. I mean, it's damaged
it
goods.
Could be a third day pick. And I said blog boys are going to be, well, you got too little for it. No. We want this cancerous energy out of our locker room. Because let me tell you, when a guy is hurt but plays as if he's injured, it becomes a problem, a distraction.
Well, the thing about it is you have to, and I know this is going to, like, Windy City Twins is taking the alternate route here and comparing him to D Rose. I don't see. I think that's actually a horrific comp. I mean, you're talking about nobody ever questioned Derrick Rose's heart, pre-injury, and I know that got questioned after he started to get hurt over and over again. But you're talking about the youngest MVP in the history of the league. And you're talking about Kyler Gordon. That really, in the grand scheme of things, yes, he's been a good player, but it's a stretch for a comp there. The thing about it is with Kyler Gordon is, to me, the way that it comes across is, if you get a little bit of an owie, Kyler's shutting down because he doesn't want to push it, and that opens up a whole nother bag of bullshit.
But like you said, that D Rose I get where he was going with it, but it's just we watched D Rose get hurt live, and again it was boo. He was making the plays, coming down, gets hurt. I don't even remember when Kyler got hurt on the field. It's always been like some shit that's off field,
right? And it's
100%.
Just like
after the game,
correct.
Shane and I are like, "Wow, Kyler played really, really well." Next day on the injury report, Kyler missed practice.
Tripped on the bus.
Lower body injury, something like that.
Yeah, just like right now, it's a calf injury, for him. But I don't think that they're going to move off of him this year. I don't see that happening. He's still got, who was it? Somebody had it in there, and I looked it up too. He's got guaranteed money, but it's
$40 million.
It's digestible either way. Ben, what I just love about it, Phil, I mean, you can speak to it as a coach and as a fan. I love Ben Johnson, and even Ryan Poles, was holding his feet to the fire.
Yeah, I didn't get to see the Poles presser yet. I know the Bears decided with thunderstorms could impede the stream for every fan around the world of the Bears, whatever that is. I have no idea. But the dancing and calling yourself Spider-Man, as I said to Adam, Spider-Man don't get fucking hurt. He gets right the fuck back up.
Right.
You're no longer Spider-Man, bro. You have to give a little back in a team sport. And that's where as a head coach, I saw someone in the chat ask me what I would do as a head coach. I honestly would call his ass out. Kyler has spent too much time on the injury report, not enough time on the football field. And to me, as his coach, who sees what a great player he is, it's disappointing. That's exactly how I would say it. So then everybody knows the truth because we all are saying it as fans, and disappointed hits a little less for the prima donnas of the world because at the same time, it's the truth. You're disappointed because you're not ever healthy. Maybe you should stop dancing and backflipping.
I'm going to start calling him Band-Aid instead of Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I want to call him Blank Man. I don't know if you remember that.
That's the
Blank
fucking.
Man.
That's the point. You get back, and I'm not. Listen, maybe he's not going to get injured,
brothers,
but he gets back after dealing with all of this shit, and he's going out and doing fucking flips during the intros. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind if I'm Ben Johnson, and I'm like, you do it again, I'm gonna fucking fine your ass.
I'll cut you right there and then.
It's just like fucking the shit that Cam Scadaboo was doing. I'm like, dude, why? Why? What are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm fine. I'm not gonna get hurt. No, but you dumbass, you did it and fucking tripped and looked like an idiot and almost hurt yourself. What? I'm like, what is going through these guys' heads? I mean, what is the point?
I don't get his point. I honestly, when we broke him down coming out of the draft, I was excited because this was a guy that I felt like had immense upside and an ability to track the ball from a nickel corner position that you don't likely see. He's able to contort his body. It was a play against Michigan, Shane, you had talked about for months, where there's no way he can make the tackle, but he was able to dip and contort his body in a way that he got through and filled the alley and making the tackle. We haven't seen any of that toughness here. He's constantly on the injury report. And I know some nerd blog boys are going to be upset that are fans of his that were bashing the guy for an injury. But when it's consistently injured, the glass man becomes a showcase of it. He just can't. He's Glass Joe and Punch Out. He's constantly getting knocked out. And there's nothing we could do other than talk about the truth of it, especially, there's levels of this. If there's another guy that's constantly injured, is he on the roster? Is he making the roster? No. This is a highly paid second round pick that you saw the high upside, and he's getting big money. And he's doing exactly what a guy would do that you would normally get off the roster. Because availability is important. I don't say it's the best ability, like those nerds do. But it's one of the abilities that are very important is your ability to be available on game days. He has not. And it is a discussion now, an important one, because who plays that nickel corner in his place? Who's going to be the guy that they roll out there? Is it the rookie from Texas? Is that going to be the guy?
Muhammad.
Is it going to be Cam Lewis? How do they fill that position with you out there? I'm a guy that, I spoke about this today. Like, I got hurt. I don't want to miss a goddamn rep. So I'm doing everything in my power to get back on the football field. Kyler Gordon has gotten paid, And usually when you got a lot of money, you show your true colors. And unfortunately, he has. And that's where he is, boys. That's it. It's the talk of the last 3 offseason. Again, it wasn't the focus, but it was like, now it's the focus. Because on a positive note, you got a fucking quarterback. I know he's the 51st. I would have put him up higher in that list of his.
Same with Tooney. 49,
Same
I thought
with
was wildly low.
Yeah. And you got a coach. So when you have those two things, a guy like this that's a nickel corner getting paid whatever, 3 for 40 million, whatever guaranteed, they become a discussion as you head into training camp. And hey, that's a pretty good place for Chicago Bears fans to be right now, that we're worrying about a nickel corner.
Right.
I haven't been there in a long time.
Hey, it makes us not talk about the defensive line, right? So thank you, Kyler Gordon.
Look over here. Don't focus over here. Yeah, that's what that is.
But
no, we make the quarterback hold the ball longer.
Right. Well, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, for the
before
coverage
you got here, Phil.
because that's how it's
so
built.
much for that. We're just gonna make them hold it just a little bit longer.
Now we got to hold it even longer.
Now even longer.
Man.
For Kyler.
But let's we got our guest here in the green room, and you guys have seen him on here with us before. Eric Clemons. He reached out to me the other day. He was doing a lot of work behind the scenes. Our guy was watching every throw of Mr. Caleb Williams, and not charting training camp practices like Adam Hogue started again today.
Oh my God, Adam!
Let's bring our guy. Bring our guy out here. Let me switch the.
Well, first of all, Eric Clemons, former ESPN host, the original, the OG, of Sports Center back in the day. Eric, weren't you on WFSB3 in Connecticut as well?
Sure was. I worked with ESPN's Joe Tessitore now for quite a while. Covered a couple of, more than a couple, UConn, especially women's national championship teams. I was there for Diana Taurasi and many others. And so, that lets you know how old I am. I guess you.
Hey, we're all old, Eric.
Was it Shane? Shane, you just get a birthday.
I just hit the big 5-0 on Saturday.
5-0.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a great year that was. I can barely remember it. But
lots of
congratulations,
changes.
man. And,
thank you. Lots of changes for this guy at 50.
I hope to look just like you when I grow up.
There you go.
Sure.
There you go.
How you guys doing, man? It's good to see you all. It's good to see your new addition. To the team,
Jose.
And good to see more Ivan too. And I always enjoy you guys, and I'm always here for you guys and doing stuff. So
absolutely,
it's just wonderful to be with you.
Just feels good to have. I was saying to these guys, Phil, before you got here.
I lost your audio.
Oh,
I can't hear you anymore.
Try to
hear me.
I can. Yeah, we can hear you.
You can hear me. Okay, now I hear Phil.
Okay,
Shane, talk again.
Can you hear me? Nothing?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you on our end.
I don't hear Shane, though. That's weird.
You hear Ivan checking in.
Can you hear me, Eric?
Phil, have him bounce out and bounce back in.
All right, bounce out.
Okay, I'm going.
Yep.
We're going to bounce him out.
But Phil, what we were saying was,
we bounce him out, and then he comes back in. You put your left foot in. You put
as Carr says, we'll clean that up in post.
Yeah.
We got the super producer Ivan Vargas, former Navy man.
Yes.
Go ahead. Say what you were going to say.
UConn Huskies play Navy this year, I believe. Or Air Force. One of those two. I'm sorry, Ivan.
They play the Seamen? I mean, what? It's true.
Hey, Eric was bringing up the UConn Husky women's basketball as he covered that back in the day. Lucas is saying Air Force over.
No, nobody even takes that serious. Like nobody, your football team isn't serious. That's if you're in a football team ain't serious, I don't take you serious.
Go
What do you
Navy,
guys?
beat
What do you guys?
UConn.
What do you guys? The streaks, like or some shit like that. What is the Air Force? What's
Air
their nickname?
Force. What is the Air Force's nickname, Shane?
Like the streaks or not streaks?
They're not streaks.
It's like they got a streak across their helmet.
Yeah, they do
Yeah,
have
the
a
bolt,
lightning bolt.
So
Someone
you
looked
don't
that
even
up.
have a nickname. We acknowledge.
You don't
So
even
it's
know the nickname. I know the Army is the Black Knights,
Yep, and we beat them every year.
and I was told I can't. Oh, they're the Falcons
Falcons. That's right.
Air
with
Force
a
Falcons.
lightning bolt.
And without any bird in sight. Like there's no bird
Right.
nest
Yeah,
at all.
There's no bird. There's my defensive coordinator right there, Ed Roderick, checking in
What's up, Ed?
with the Falcons
Edo.
commentary.
Is Ed a fan of AI?
Yes, he is.
Because I am.
Ed is a fan of AI.
That's right. Chair force it is.
Ed will have to send me those videos he got on his phone.
Yes.
There he is.
Send him over.
Send them over, and then I could put it together.
But hey, guys, we have a special guest watching us tonight. He's tuned in. Our guy, our guy Lance Bailey's son Quinn is slow. We're trying to get him away from soccer and to become more of a football fan. Yeah. So Quinn, put away the soccer cleats, and we'll get you some football cleats and a football helmet, and we'll get you rooting for the Bears with your dad. And it's a lot more exciting than watching a 1-0 soccer game.
Jared Payton had said that he wished he would have started earlier in football because he was a soccer player initially.
Yeah.
Because of the like the muscular build, like what you gain from football playing it early, and just the little things. Like he said that he wished he would have started out. He thinks his career would have been a lot different if he did.
Yeah. So Quinn, take that to heart. It's all about football, buddy.
Quinn doesn't want to hear what I have to say.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna swear. He's just little, but yeah.
I mean, you could either be, like a football player, or you could be like a whiny little bitch like Argentina. So it's like, I mean, what do you want to do? Pick your poison, bud.
I always go to my football team. Listen, you work through it. If you can't handle it, the soccer fields are over there. That's where you're going. I always point to the soccer fields. Ed laughs every time I do that. But there it is. See?
There it is.
The soccer fields are over there.
Over there.
Don't come on the football field whining, pretending you're hurt. There's no cards given, Quinn.
Do those $20,000 lights light up the soccer field too?
Do we have to send Eric another link?
Yeah, they do.
No, right? We don't have to
No,
send
what
him-
happened to Eric?
I don't know.
I'm looking on to
I hope
see if I have any correspondence from him.
We lost him.
I can send him another one.
Send
just
him
in
another
case.
link. I hope I didn't click ban from the studio. I pressed kick from the studio. I hope he didn't get banned.
Did you ban him, Phil?
I don't think I did.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
I'll
I'm
send him.
just saying I kicked him from the studio. I did not ban him from the studio.
So you say.
Hey, I'm just telling the truth. We're moving into position. We're almost there. There. We are.
I just sent.
I cannot deal with this shit. I'm deleting all this shit as soon as the show's over. I'm done with it. I'm over it.
We are there. We are there. Keeping it 100 on Wednesday nights here on the Tape Never Lies Network. We're at the precipice of training camp. Caleb Williams stepping to the podium. Ben Johnson, Ryan Poles, everybody stepping to the podium before the Chicago Bears hit the grass. The smell of the grass.
Let me ask you, Phil, how do you feel about Caleb dropping between 10 and 15 pounds for this year?
I'm fine. Whatever he wants to do, what is he weighing at? what was he, 230? Now he's 220.
I believe he played last year at 235 or 234.
So
I mean,
225 is great. I mean, he obviously is working on his body and weight in numbers versus.
He said he just wants to be able to move a little bit better.
So I mean, the way he moves now is amazing.
But
I don't think
I'd worried about strength, because some of those tackles he broke is because he was being able to be strong enough to the point of attack and break the tackle. So I don't know, would it hinder him as far as that's concerned? Being able to muscle his way through some of these cornerback tackles and stuff.
We
as
got
long as he can hear us, that's good.
Yep.
But I think the difference is 225 versus 234 when you're a quarterback. I know what you are saying, like breaking tackles wise. I think he'll be that much more faster and twitchier. He's already really, really good at it. So I'm not worried about the weight loss at all. I think a 10-pound in a skill position like quarterback is good. Even at running back, if running back's 234 and he's carrying a little bit of extra and he drops down to 228, 225, I'm still good with that as long as they're working at it. Like that means he's actually putting in the plyometrics, the work.
Right. And let's be honest, he's not dropping that weight if this isn't something that he hasn't talked with Ben Johnson about multiple times. I doubt he's just going rogue. But Eric, you're back. Can you hear us okay?
I can hear you both now. I don't know what happened before, so I went and got my laptop and had to get the link over to my laptop with my email and just joined you this way. Last time I joined you with my laptop, my stuff was going all nuts. So I thought, I'm going to get it this time. I'm going to use my phone and it's going to signal, and now I can't hear. So here we go. I'm here though.
The worst possible scenario for anybody is to be able to hear Phil and not me. So you're lucky. We got it all figured out.
Absolutely. I'm sitting there going, first I couldn't hear either one of you. And I'm like going, boy, I could hear you until you put me in, and then what is going on? But my computer's been doing some crazy stuff lately. I probably need to just go ahead and relent and buy a new one. But
I know AT&T has had signal issues. I just deal with it every day.
Well, I have T-Mobile, so
T-Mobile just had a major outage here in New York.
Yeah.
Apparently it happened everywhere. Thank God it didn't happen to me in Connecticut.
Well, I tell you what, life would be very different if some powers that be could figure out a way to block your internet access and stuff.
Yeah.
What would we do?
Right. Oh yeah.
Most of us stream TV. We stream. I mean,
stream
we're using
everything.
Our phone for face-to-face calls via the internet. I mean, okay. We won't even get into those.
I just switched my 86-year-old mother over to everything streaming.
Yeah.
She was one of those ones that she thought if she hit the wrong button on the TV remote, the house was going to automatically explode. So I didn't know how. She was a DirecTV subscriber for like 25 years.
Yeah, man.
And after my
Can you
dad,
imagine all, an 86 or a 90-year-old or that, all they've
dad,
seen change?
Yeah. Steph was trying to look at this Netflix coach. He was at the house with my mom 2 days ago. No, yesterday. And Steph's like, do you want to watch a movie? They were like, yes, that would be awesome. So Steph showed them, like, you guys have Netflix, because I gave them my password. And look at all these movies. They're like, holy cows. They watched that, what's his name? Matt Damon and Ben Affleck movie on Netflix.
Which one? There's a few.
I forget which one. I haven't seen it. The Rig, is that it? Some shit.
Somebody
and he loved it. My dad had loved it, or whatever. Because all my dad watches is Eric Frozen.
Yeah, now we're unfrozen.
We're unfrozen.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck were
The Rip. So Coach O loved The Rip.
Oh, okay.
But what Coach O does at his house is watch Westerns all day with my mom, the two of them. And I'm like, Dad.
Yeah.
Got Netflix. He loves all these crime shows and all that.
Remember
Blue
when you used to
Bloods.
have them? Remember they used to send the discs to your house?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. I was the first friend. Like I was telling everyone, you got to get this Netflix. They're about to allow it to stream on PlayStation 2.
Yeah.
I
remember being in a college program pursuing a master's degree in interactive communications media. And I remember saying to one of my instructors, said, hey, this Netflix, now that they're streaming, this is a great way around the Hollywood rigmarole. Okay, what happened there? Anyhow, a way around the Hollywood rigmarole, and people will they'll start producing movies and stuff just for Netflix or these other streaming platforms. And the guy called me crazy. He said, that's never going to happen. And now it's all that happens.
Here we are.
Here we are.
Giving David Chappelle $50 million or whatever to do a couple comedy specials. Man, I wish I was a comedian.
Yeah. Or you can pay a Nickelback $40 million and he never plays for you. So
there you go. That's right, man. We need to get him in that white liquid that they did. What's that movie where they had to rest in the white liquid?
Absolutely.
Up again. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a great movie where they could make bullets curve around the corners and all that stuff. But anyway,
but Eric, you reached out to me on X, and you've been doing a little bit of work behind the scenes on our quarterback. So you sent me the info, and I scanned over it real quick, and you're like, "What do you think about, get you on air and talk about it?" I'm like, "Oh hell yeah!" So take it away.
I just like you, and I'm going to be transparent.
Yeah,
just like you guys always are, good, bad, or indifferent. I was a Justin guy.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. I thought they could build around Justin and win. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the few average to below average quarterbacks who had great aspects of a team still managed to win Super Bowls. That was my thinking. But when I've seen this kid that we got now, dudes, it's just not, I've never seen anything like it in terms of from a Chicago perspective. And I go back to guys like Jack Concannon and Bobby Douglas. And, I've seen some guys hit the dirt more than they hit a wide open receiver. Okay. So this guy is different. He is just a different guy. And some quick notes I wanted to do. The thing that drove me crazy, the craziest, was Schlereth. When he said, our guy isn't even good. And I'm like, excuse me? And then every pundit, every national or regional show, well, Caleb's got to step up and start being more accurate. Being more accurate? I never recall him being inaccurate. I recall a lot of drops. I recall a lot of escapability and throwing on the run as the sideline's getting closer and you're running out of room. And I say, you know what? Let me be a nerd, not quite the caliber of cars, I guess, but let me be a nerd and let me watch condensed versions of every game and chart for myself what I thought a perfect pass was. Now I'm no coach, I'm no DDP or anything like that, but what's a perfect pass? Okay, perfect pass is one that was just placed in a spot where his guy could get it and do what he needed to do with it. So examples of what I thought perfect passes were. Game winner to Colston Loveland against Cincinnati. I think I heard DDP say it. If he leads him like a quarterback normally would, he's blasted by the other guy coming up. And it's either a catch fumble or no catch. And we're all done, right? But he throws it just enough behind him, head level, where he can catch it, turn, defend himself, bounce off the guy, and head to the end zone. Another one, of course, is the DJ Moore throw in overtime.
Yep.
I mean, and he's putting his hands in the warmer as the ball is halfway there. Those, to me, are perfect type throws, but there are other ones that are simpler.
And to that, Eric, just before you move off of that specific throw, as perfect as it was, nobody talks about it being outside, the elements, the wind,
freezing.
Yeah, and that never gets talked about. And one more thing that I want to throw in there is when they're talking about the completion percentage, he led the league in throwaways.
Tell me about it. I chronicled them.
Right. And that's the thing is people that are charting passes in training camp and everything like that. They're like, hey, you got to live to fight another day. Well, that's what he just fucking did.
Exactly.
That's what he just did.
And he did that, Shane, a lot. I mean,
yes,
what was he sacked 28 times?
Yeah.
That could have easily been 50. Easily. With any other guy back there. This guy has escapability. I mean, Justin could move around, but he did not have the escapability of Caleb Williams.
Nope.
The last second spins, the moves, the backward, forward, the getting out of the pocket and trying to just buy something and then go, oh, wait, throw it away.
It's unbelievable, Eric. I want 1 second. Stay there because I think it goes unnoticed. When he took 63 sacks his rookie year with a bad line, bad offensive line coach, bad head coach, bad OC, fire, all of that. We all know it. Those that forget it, took 63 sacks. It could have been 163 sacks.
Easy.
If he wasn't what Eric is talking about. The fact that it was 63 sacks with this kind of escapability shows you how poorly coached they were and how completely lacking any kind of identity on the offensive line or system for this kid.
Truly.
Yet everybody and their brother wanted more interceptions. Throw the ball. I don't care. Let him pick it off. Nope. That's when I know you don't know football and you're certainly not a coach because no coach is going to ask their quarterback to ever become a turnover machine.
No.
A gatherer of turnovers is for the defensive side of the football, not a quarterback. So to see where he went from 60, I thought it was 63. It was 68.
Yeah, it was 68. Yeah.
All right, 68. Thank you, my man McNeil. Double N. M, rather. And it's just baffled. Watching this guy, I think, once again, Ed was in here, and he's a Patriot fan. He's like, Bears fans bagging on Caleb Williams.
But this right there,
guy doesn't throw turnovers.
Who the fuck are
interceptions?
Who the fuck do Bears fans think they are to complain about Caleb Williams with where we've come from?
Exactly.
I mean, for
it's
real,
insanity.
The audacity.
It's the shallow Hal thing. The girl is perfect, but her toe. I love
that movie.
It truly. Listen, like I said, I thought they should have taken the haul and kept it. No.
Right. So
hell to the no. Okay.
Exactly.
No.
The one thing that I want to. No, you're good. The one thing that I want to say is, and this is a mic drop for anybody that wants to compare the mobility of Justin Fields and Caleb Williams. Here's the difference, and nobody will ever talk about this either. When Justin moved in the pocket, when he was running, he was moving in the pocket to run every time.
Yes.
When Caleb moves in the pocket, he's moving to pass every single time. And then if he has to run, he has the ability to do that. That's the end game right there for it all. Justin was not moving to pass ever. Did he have some passes on the run? Yes. Was he built to consistently do that? He's still not. No, he's going into year 7.
Yeah.
On team 4.
And to you, Eric, it takes a lot, and you're leading by example because I know you're a patron and you watch us break it down. So I wonder what you were thinking as we were saying, this Justin is not it. You got to watch us break down Caleb and see that and see the potential that we were showcasing there. So as you were watching us, what were you were still holding out hope with Kerry Franklin?
Man, I just love my team.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's you want the best for players you cheer for so badly that it clouds your vision and judgment, you know, and I'm like, no. And then I watch you break it down, and I remember once in a very frustrated tone, you just said, I don't know what's going on. He just isn't seeing it. There, you got to throw it right there, Justin, right there. He's breaking, he's open, right there. But he held it, and he held it. And then there's another thing. You guys probably have a little more inside information than I do. I'm 3,000 miles away or whatever it is. And I'm not in the business, haven't been for a minute yet. But as I look back in hindsight, there's something that was always missing from him to me. And it was, you hear these rumblings of, well, he didn't take to coaching very well, or he may have thought he was a little more than he was. But in front of the cameras, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of like, So, I mean, I guess we'll never really know, not being in the locker room, what kind of leader or student or whatever he was. But it seems to me like he might have had a kind of elevated view of how much he needed to learn.
You're 100% correct. And if you want to ask two guys specifically about it, ask Andy Dalton and Nick Foles.
Okay.
Who both talked about, I mean, you think about it, him coming into a room like that, it's pretty rare for a guy to have a room with guys with that much experience.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And from everything that Phil and I were told, and they've talked about it, is that Justin was not interested at all with what they had to say. And are the play styles different? 100%. But listen, having the benefit of hindsight, you know, you look at things. A lot of people don't realize or don't remember that Justin started off at the University of Georgia, and there was some competition there. And when you're in your hometown and you think your shit don't stink, and maybe you should be handed something, and you're not, and the guy that you think is less than you is getting playing time over you, rather than compete like Caleb did at Oklahoma, let's not forget that.
Right.
Where did he go? He went to Ohio State. Caleb had a guy that was at one point being talked about as the next dude,
the Heisman front runner,
right?
When he was there.
And that people are like, why is he going to Oklahoma? You know, what's going on? And then you see the Red River shootout, and boom, the rest is history. Because I think with Justin is he was wildly talented. I just don't think that what's the best way to put it? I just don't think he had the fuck you in him. Whereas you look at a guy like Kobe, you look at a guy like MJ, they're gonna run over top of their mother to win.
Right. True.
And with Justin, I think just get it. Why would you ever go to the Jets? Why would you chose to go to the New York Jets?
Right.
You left Pittsburgh. You left the Steelers to go to the Jets to revive your career. Why? Because they were paying you the most money. That's why. It wasn't what was best for your career.
So yeah, man, and I you guys helped a lot to see the incredible arm talent and the leadership. Like, you know, we know Jim McMahon was a leader. Arm talent, you know. Right. Size, but he would, you know, fuck your mama.
Yeah.
And get the job done.
Yeah.
And think he was a linebacker, and somebody'd have to remind him, dude, you're 6 feet, 190, soaking wet. Get out of here, you know. But I mean, and his career was unfortunately cut short, because I'll bet you if he's healthy, they win at least another Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
But
I agree.
At least one.
Yeah.
But And now being old enough suffered in Chicago with all the mediocrity and all the, 1 star per team, and maybe we'll win this year. Bulls winning 50 games a year, but always losing to the Lakers or somebody in the playoffs. Blackhawks having Bobby Hull and Makita and never, just falling short of that Stanley Cup. And to see the kind of legendary talent that we've had pass through Chicago in our lifetimes, the Bo Jacksons, Frank Thomas, Walter Paytons, Gale Sayers, and now you got one at quarterback, which we just never had it. Maybe Sammy Baugh or somebody long before I was born. But the guy we got right now, he's not even scratched the surface yet, in my humble opinion. And I'm not a football coach, or I don't play one on TV. But, dude, this dude, watching games, I have to put a caveat here. I watch condensed games. So sometimes the context is lost. There are a lot of Bears plays where he threw a pass that could have been a lateral, but as soon as the guy got tackled, they're on to the next play. So I don't know whether that counted as a run or a pass. So my numbers were sometimes off, but I went to the official numbers, completions and all that kind of stuff. Also, some things I noticed. Man, it looked like, especially, I would say the first 2/3 of the season, and I've heard you guys talk about it a lot, the officials were just like Inspector Gadget looking for stuff that the Bears were doing wrong. It was incredible. Chop block. Guy's uncovered. This guy moved 2 centimeters just as the snap was calling. That's illegal.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like every time the Bears make a play, on either side of the ball, there was a flag. And I'm like, oh, wow. They seem to be pre-programmed into looking for certain things for the Bears to do. And we all remember the terrible call against Darnell Wright where he knocks the dude down and kind of falls on him, and they call the hold, and you're like, excuse me? And so they had to combat all of that stuff. And I just, when Stinky made that comment that our guy wasn't even good, and I kept hearing, I'm here in California, so I'm watching the score, and sometimes they do snippets, or sometimes I'll watch CHGO live, and to have all these people talk about he needs to improve the completion percentage. Well, of course he could, but a couple of seasons ago he sacked 68 times. His completion percentage was 62. So, would you take the 58 in playoffs and one play away from being to the championship, or the 62 and we stink? I'd take the latter. But anyway, the dude, he made throws, even with my untrained eye, so to speak, that I would just go, whoa. I mean, the one in San Francisco where it's no more than 12 yards off the ground, all the way down the field to Loveland, they got a penalty, so it's a free play. And he zips it, and you're going, that ball only took like 2 seconds to get there. He threw it 45 yards. And, I'm just like, whoa. I mean, it was just amazing. I wanted to prove to myself how off target he was. So without taking up a bunch of time, I got my totals as Shane has seen. And these are, of course, I mean, I know, Phil, you got enough stuff to do, so this will never happen this year for you. You will not watch every game again and chronicle every pass that he threw. I wish you could, because I'd love your eyes to see the same thing I did, to see how close we were. But in the regular season, he had 90 perfect passes in my estimation. Now, a completion is just a pass any NFL quarterback should make. Hitch, little swing, but there were some of those even.
Yeah.
My God, people were in the way, and he do the arm angle and get the ball around him and go. No, that's a perfect completion, because an average guy isn't getting it there with 6'7" guy.
And that's one more thing, Eric. To that point, what always hindered Justin Fields because of this? He would do this first, then go, and that's why his release was, slow as molasses. And that's Caleb. He reminds me a lot of Aaron Rodgers with his release because it's lightning quick. But the way that he can contort his arm and it's like a pitcher that's throwing overhand, fastball, but then in the middle of the game he's switching to sidearm.
Yeah, that's a great analogy.
Then he's going, submarine and going down and scraping his knuckles off the dirt. And you see Caleb, you don't just see him do that once or twice in a game. You see him do that once or twice in a quarter.
Yeah, it's really amazing. And I think many people who are seasoned and watching and have gone through years of the frustration of seeing us be bad and not seem to have a plan. And now you got this guy. Don't mess this up and start nitpicking the heck out of it. When this guy grows into this system.
Chicago Bears fans can't have nice things. I say this all the time. It's just, I don't understand it. And it's not because Shane and I don't live in Chicago. I just think, to your point, it starts to nitpick, and you never saw anything like it before when you're on one hand of the Civil War. And I know you talked about your feelings towards Justin Fields. It's not a shot at you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the reality. You're looking at this guy and you paint a different color.
Mm-hmm.
And everything could be, well, it's not lined up correctly and it's not that. And then this absurd talent comes in that's completely Dan Marino release, Aaron Rodgers strength, some of the best. I mean, he's one of the best escape artists of the pocket I have ever seen.
Yeah, really.
It's a level. Fran Tarkenton had a level of escapability. I know that's an old school guy.
Oh, I remember very well.
He could see things from behind that people couldn't understand.
He's playing chess when he's moving in the pocket.
Yeah,
he's two steps ahead of the defender coming.
Exactly.
He'll know that he's going to do a spin move, but then as soon as that spin move is done, he'll just make a little move back the opposite way, and the guy, when he tries to course correct, the defender ends up just falling, and then there's his clear path.
Well,
of course, we all remember the jump man throw too.
Right.
You remember the jump man throw, but there's a throw. I can't remember what game it is, but he jukes one guy, spins, hurdles another guy. He jumps over a defensive lineman. Somebody's going to remember this. And I'm watching the tape and breaking it down with the patrons, and I'm like, this isn't even talked about by Dan Orlovsky. It's not even. There's another level of what chaos was happening. And I was told he couldn't do this in the NFL.
Yeah.
And he's doing it, and it's not. It's being taken for granted everywhere. I wouldn't trade anybody in the NFL for Caleb Williams.
And I remember I was in those booths. I was in those production meetings. And what we tried to do as a crew going into the game was find storylines.
Yeah.
Now, most of the games I did were bad teams, so that was a challenge. But and we would take, Phil Latoshian. He ran for 110 yards last week. He's a star. Let's focus on him. And he only gets 6 carries this week because
don't forget the great Brock Forsey.
Hey, we had one in the game, LaShawn Johnson, a former running back with the Cardinals at the time, and he had a 100-some yard game against. I think did he go to NIU or something? I can't even remember now. But and then the next time we had him, boy, we had the team had done a song about him, and we just focused on that. And my point is that everybody takes that storyline, and very few people, especially way back when I was doing it, you didn't have the social media and stuff where you could look up the highlights and find out stuff for yourself.
Sure.
And so people just repeat what they hear, and somebody gets labeled. they get labeled, he's been labeled everything, a prima donna. He didn't want to come to Chicago. He doesn't want this. He doesn't want that. And all he's done is lead. And I don't hear what he's saying in that huddle, but when that hand starts moving and it's late in the game and he's in the huddle doing this and that hand's moving, you better believe every dadgum body in those other 10 guys are listening to what the heck they're supposed to be doing, because now they know. They don't believe it anymore. They know it.
Yeah.
If I'm where I'm supposed to be, this guy is going to get me the ball. And that, I mean, to see that unfold and to see that every game in order, even the condensed version.
Yeah,
really
it's the birth of a leader.
Yes,
what it is.
Exactly. Sure.
And if you go and you watch the mic'd up of the playoff game that we lost against the Rams, you see Caleb as vocal as you've ever seen him. And I can remember just like, I'm like, okay, the dude just walked through he's going to be the owner of the fucking city.
Mm-hmm.
He really is. But if you listen to what he said, he's like, if you guys go and you have that safety out leveraged, just go.
Mm-hmm.
Just go. And what happened? It's exactly what happened in the DJ Moore pick that ended the game. DJ didn't go.
He didn't go.
DJ had him. DJ throttled down.
Yep.
And
that's another thing.
Nobody
DDP
will talk about that, though.
DDP has talked about it before. And I have been corporately on the receiving end of seeing right before your eyes your role change or your role be diminished. And the natural inclination is for you to want to not give as much effort. Well, shit, they're not using me.
Yeah,
they're not. And I think that's what he did. I think he just kind of throttled down in a lot of instances. And I like DJ Moore a lot. Clutch player, good receiver, proved that, when he got targets, he catched the overwhelming majority of them to the tune of 90 plus catches or whatever. But in the end, he saw that the Luther Burdens and a healthy Rome Odunze and Colston Lovelands were going to push him down the chart a little bit. And I don't think he liked it one bit. But I do know this, like we talked about earlier. I took notes here, and Shane, you have them on the sheet. I think I'm being conservative to say that if he didn't have the escapability, I said 12 to 15 on the sheet I typed up. He'd have been sacked 20 more times. No,
easily
20 more times. If you cut his drops, which I counted at like 26, but I think there were probably more, that's probably where we'd have a real difference, DDP. I mean, if you were watching each game, you'd probably have it at 37 or something. But and then, Cole Kmet, the ball's thrown perfectly. And he slides down. It's like, what are you sliding for?
He does it all the time. Yeah.
But anyway, and then if he cuts the throwaways for whatever caused them, most of his throwaways are caused by pressure. He's getting out of the pocket. He's escaping. He has to get rid of it. He's running out of time. Either the sideline is catching up to him or a defensive player is catching up to him. And some of the throwaways are a little high because he's a little short as far as the stature of an NFL quarterback. So that release better be up here, because you'll get a lot more passes batted at the line of scrimmage if it isn't, or arm angle needs to change. And sometimes he was a little off high, but no more than any other quarterback I've seen. Like, it's not like this is something where this guy was standing wide open and Caleb missed him. I never saw him miss guys that were open. And the timing patterns, oh my God, the deep outs and the deep curls, and it was just amazing that the ball would get there. What was one of the coaches, I think the Dolphins former coach, said, you could kind of hear the ball whiz by you when he throws it.
Mike McDaniels.
But if those drops were cut in half from when I had him, he would be 60.5% completions. And if the off targets or whatever, which I counted 50 off target passes for the course of the regular season, that were for whatever reason not on target. If you cut those by a quarter, the completion percentage goes up to almost 66. So just imagine, as he's more familiar with the offense, won't need to have those off target because they'll know exactly where they're supposed to be. He'll know exactly where to throw it. And this is just going to get better, folks. You know, this is the beginning of great things. I remember taking my wife, was she my wife then? She was, maybe, barely, to see a preseason game, the Bulls and Michael Jordan. She couldn't give two shakes about sports. Yeah, she probably watched me on TV. You could count on both hands. Yeah. Okay, you're a sportscaster, so what? Okay. When she saw Michael, she looked at me. They took him out of the game. She said, "Why don't they put that ball guy back in? Or why don't they put 23 back in?" I said, "Oh, you even noticed too, huh?"
Yeah.
People can
There's
see
just something different.
There's something different about this guy, and I just really was getting ticked off to hear all these people talk about him as if he's a guy that you can't trust to hit a quick slant or he can make any throw, and he has made every throw. And I think we took for granted how many incredible throws he made. The fourth down against Green Bay to Odunze.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
He's got no feet under him.
Yeah.
He just throws that with
drop in the bucket.
All arm, drops it right in there, and you're going like, holy crap. When you see it again, you go, wow. How many other guys in the league make that throw? Aaron Rodgers in his prime, Mahomes, maybe a Lamar, maybe Allen.
I also want to point out, just because you asked, there's some anticipatory throws that Caleb reads because we're talking levels concepts. So windows become opening. So say, especially with them, they run some of this where you get to the stem of the route. If the person is a certain leverage, you now change your route. Quarterback sees the leverage and anticipate. I know Luther Burden, I think it's in the Rams game, the first interception against Green
Bay. I think it was the Packer. Yeah.
He anticipates perfectly.
Yeah.
Burden's supposed to get past that linebacker that's dropping. The safety went back. Said Luther go straight, and everyone's like, wait, he just threw it right to the safety.
Right.
No, it's Luther supposed to be right there coming out of that window and be right. So again, a lot of
what
these
was
guys,
Caleb's reaction? He was hot.
He was not happy.
Yeah.
And
he was not happy
he
with the
did not
DJ.
say it at the podium.
He wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
He did not go and throw his guy under the bus at the podium.
Exactly.
He is not that kind of football player. And when you're doing this stuff, especially when you have a multiple offense where some of these are predetermined based on formation. So I put trips to the field. I know they're going to play this. So say, and then I have no backs. Now we're fucking coming underneath the backside. I look this way. I turn. This guy ran a fade. He's supposed to run a slant. Now I got to change my steps. Now I got to break. So when he held the ball, he holds the ball the longest because he's scrambling out of things that have been misdiagnosed by his other teammates, by the way, who are also learning this offense. Is Luther Burden proficient last year at this offense? No. Was Roma Dunze? No. Was DJ Moore? No. Was Zacchaeus? No.
But Phil,
this is all on him, and he's finding, to Eric's point, open guys, hitting people in stride, putting the ball in the hand. I mean, Roma Dunze catches that first touchdown against the Rams. It could be a completely different game.
100%.
It could be a 14-0 Bears lead.
And Phil, think about this offense. Everybody knows, Jared Goff came out and said it's, you're essentially 5 years before you can digest everything and feel completely comfortable. That's the one thing with me when people talk about Caleb Williams or quote unquote experts or guys like Stink, go out there and say their stuff. They're referring to Caleb Williams like he's been in the league for 8 years.
Right.
Like he's been in the league as long as Justin Fields has. He just finished year 2, year 1 with Ben Johnson. And yes, everybody was learning a new offense, but on top of that, what did he have? He had a rookie left tackle. He had a rookie running back. He had a rookie tight end. Himself in the first year doing that. He had another rookie wide receiver that was playing more in Jade Walker.
Yeah.
Undrafted rookie.
Another
who is
wide receiver,
trouble.
Luther Burden, playing as a rookie. That not only were they in year one of Ben Johnson's offense, even if they've been in the league for a couple of years, these guys have never been in the league.
Right.
They're rookies, and they're doing this. And nobody's speaking on that.
They're not speaking on it. They're so isolated. I love Courtney. I have to text her and DM. You gotta stop with this fucking completion percentage. I know
Adam Hogue was out charting today.
You can't. Adam Hogue, we're on CHGO with you, right? You can't chart practice.
No. And again,
practice is chartable, especially when you're out there coaching. Hey,
it's chartable for one person, Ben Johnson.
Yeah,
because he knows exactly what. Okay, on this shit, you're creating this fucking narrative to the meatballs. Let's just be honest. Yeah. And if you want clicks, you've sold out to actual analysis. Because if you're starting practice, you are completely looking for a narrative to be written about completion percentage, and it's fucking embarrassing.
You were the only guys I listened to doing the just before camp stuff, because to hear the same stuff over and over again. Of course, Caleb's got to improve. He's got to improve the completion percentage. He's got to do that now. And you're like going,
yeah, no shit.
Listen, I saw condensed games. I mean, I saw every game with my own eyes, but condensed games, looking at him, there were very few, probably on one hand, where he just went, whoa, he just didn't throw that one well.
Yeah.
The balls were there. They were either being dropped, they were either being knocked away by a defender, he threw it where he's supposed to throw it, good coverage. And many of them, because is he 6'1"? Are they fudging a little bit?
Yeah.
6'1". And Max Crosby knocked down 3 in like 3 minutes.
He did.
And picked one off. I mean, just anticipating when he was throwing and being a much taller guy, he gets a few batted down. But, dude, most of the time he gets them around him. And the touch on some of the passes. There's a defender there, but he throws it just over him in stride to Swift or Monungai to catch and run. Most of the time he throws a ball, that guy can catch it and run with it.
Yeah.
Or if he can't run, it's right on him where he can catch it and protect himself and pick up the 13 yards. This dude is absolutely phenomenal, and we haven't even scratched the surface.
No, right.
You know,
Eric, I would have loved to have, been a fly on the wall when you were rewatching the Ravens game in the fourth quarter on that one where he spun out, went opposite field, turned in a split second, and threw it across field
while he's getting smashed
and hit DJ in stride. And just to show you how mentally unaware DJ was, he never went out of bounds. Even the announcer at the time was like, get out of bounds. Right.
I remember.
But
and I'm like,
that play was top 5 passes I've ever seen.
I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen anything like that.
Eric and Shane, you're pointing out beautifully. He knows he's going to get clobbered.
Yeah.
Yes.
Guess what, Eric? He gets hit in the face with the crown of the helmet. There is no flag called.
So
I maybe
and
a
in
couple
your
all
no,
season?
I'm saying on that play.
Yeah, on that play.
In your analysis, though, this guy has taken. I specifically remember in the Giants game, there's fucking 2-3 steps late, no call.
Yeah, right.
We can't even brush past some of these quarterbacks without getting a call.
Right.
It's just embarrassing. The drops suck.
Did you
He's
guys?
such a tough guy. He's a tough guy, man.
Yeah.
He's thick, bottom. He's just built for this. He tough, man.
So just talking about, the penalties, and I'm sure you guys have heard of Warren Sharp, who does, a bunch of work. He's like Carr's superhero.
Mm-hmm.
But, he dug into the Bears tax on the penalties. I don't know if you're familiar, if you remember
shared
that
it with me. Yeah.
Well, so I just have this up here.
Right.
Just so I'll just scan over this real quick. Warren said, I'd never heard of the term Bears tax. Apparently, for some time, a contingent of Bears fan base has been upset with the way the NFL calls Bears games and unfairly penalizes the team, and the opposite is true of their opponents. So I dug into it. So Bears opponents ranked last in penalty yards over the last 4 years, 2025, 24, 23, and 22. Bears opponents ranked last in penalty yards. Over the last 4 years combined, the Bears rank in penalty yards called against opponents, number one fewest. Bears rank in penalties called against opponents, number one fewest. And it doesn't even just stop there. First downs awarded to the Bears via penalties called on opponents, number one fewest. The Bears offense was also receiving very little help. Bears first downs via penalty on opponents since 2022, number one fewest in the NFL, 1.3 per game. Net penalty yards since 2022, 795 for the Chicago Bears. Second place team, 584.
Jesus.
Wow.
Over 200 yards. And it goes.
It was amazing, man.
Opponent roughing the passer penalties on Bears quarterbacks, 7 total, fewest in the NFL. Bears penalties on roughing the opponent's quarterback, 17, second most in the NFL.
Jeez.
Total first downs awarded via penalty for the Bears offense, fewest in the NFL. It goes on.
When are they going to correct this nonsense, like the call against Booker when he knocks Love out of the game? And you're like, the guy's rushing. He's already in the process of the tackle, and the quarterback lowers his head. And you're going to call. Really? That's not kind of incidental? That kind of stuff happens
100%.
All the time. And Caleb has been sliding, gotten a knee to the head, or, the one kid, number 20, who, probably won't make the team this year, but he gets his only carry against the Ravens, and they nearly snatch his helmet off with the face mask and nothing. And you'd think they do like college. Hey, guys, you missed that one back in New York. Obvious face mask. We're calling it from here.
That was my favorite running back.
Yeah. What's his name?
Number 21.
Travis Homer.
Yeah.
When he got his whole helmet pulled
and it's
front
like
of every
pretty
ref.
obvious, and they like
no call.
At least in baseball now they have the helmet. Look at that pitch again. Is that really a ball or is that a strike? You think they do something.
Do you guys think? Sorry. Do you guys think they'll ever go? Because you've seen how New York was kind of intervening in some of these calls early in the season. They'd just go right to New York. Like they'd get the call, you'd be like, all right, they're going to go to the booth. No, they're not going to the booth. New York's telling them it's done. This is what it is. Do you think that's going to be a permanent thing?
It should be.
Yeah. If it helps them get it right.
I think it's going to happen 100%. I think you're going to see them be more involved. I actually read an article from Pro Football Talk. I know you either love them or hate them. I love them because they continuously talk and give you updates daily on all the happenings. And I like the stances and debate and willingness of it that they do, but they also dig up quality information. Like there is word that is the NFL is going to supersede some of these clear and obvious. So it's CO, clear and obvious missed calls. Like you're pointing out the Travis Homer. that they're going to be able to go to a review. So coach isn't going to have to challenge. It's going to be, look it right there.
Right.
And they're going to get a buzz down, or whoever's
Another thing that drove me nuts
to their game, get a buzz.
I know it drove you guys nuts too. It drove me nuts. Some of the spots.
Oh my God.
Given after a Caleb run or whatever. And you're like, he's a yard behind where
Caleb slide. He talked about from now on I'll dive.
He had two of them in the Green Bay playoff game.
Yes. Yeah. And the fucking ref is spotting it wrong.
Yeah.
Why is he spotting it a yard back further? What is this?
I don't know how Ben
Phil and I will be texting live in the moment. And when he goes down, Phil and I always will watch the spot, and you'll be like, all right, yeah, he's past it. And then they'll mark it a fucking foot short.
Easy. It's crazy.
I've never seen anything like it.
It's so frustrating. You got this antiquated. First of all, it's antiquated because you should have an official who is in charge of the first down, not a guy holding the the chains. I'm talking about there's an official that is in charge of. So we already have the line, right? The line of scrimmage. That's marked by the front. We have the line to gain by the other. Now, what I would do to change the game is an official stands, one official. You have the umpire, you got the back judges, you have about 8 officials. Now, one is just in charge of spotting, and you stand at the 10 where the spot is to gain. And if it goes past, then obviously you sprint down, watching and maintaining your eyes on the ball to, if it's past you, to where you're going to spot it. If you're at the line and you're coming up and it's short, then you're in obvious angle to spot it correctly. If the ball is coming right to the line, you're already there.
I want to ask you something, clarify something for me, because again, even some of their receivers, like Luther might make 6 moves, and then he goes down and dives forward. Nobody's touched him, but they spot his knees down like where he first went down. Well, if nobody touched him, he could keep rolling and crawling and rolling and crawling.
Yeah, it's not college.
Right. And I'm sitting there going, why did they spot him way back there? Nobody touched him till he got up here. But again, it just seems like Shane pointed out with this study, like it just seems like there's something when the Bears play. I mean, when I'm a kid, we never expected victories, but we always would win the fight. We had some tough SOBs on the team. Like I remember vaguely Ed O'Bradovich toward the end of his career, and the Doug Buffones, and people would fight you. And Dick Butkus, of course, we'd fight. And we'd be in it, but still managed to finish 1-13 and like 69 or whatever it was. And so you expected the call. Like if it was good play, everybody's looking back or everybody's waiting for the announcer to go flag on the play. But first 2/3 of the season, it was the same thing with the Bears. Like they make a play and you go, but there's a flag down that's going to be coming back. And I don't care what phase of the game it was in. If it was a good return, if it was a good defensive play, if it was a good offensive play, it was coming back 50% of the time. It seemed like, of course, I'm a fan, I'm biased, but it certainly seemed like they made an effort.
I agree.
To call certain things again, especially chop blocks and those things. You don't hear of those very much. Even if they see them, they don't generally call them. And I've counted at least 3 or 4 against the Bears. Even Joe Tooney sometimes. And I'm like, Tooney? Tooney just blocks and goes about his business. He barely holds anybody. He's just a future Hall of Famer. He just does his work. But, man, these officials find it. And so with all that stuff, man, it just really opened my eyes even more to anticipate the greatness that we're seeing unfold before our very eyes. And all of these guys on offense, for the most part, is primary guys, the receivers and running backs, are fairly young guys, so they can kind of grow together. I'm sure, pieces will go and come here and there. Maybe they'll do something different in the backfield by next year or whatever and bring another piece in or something there. But this is going to be nice. And I don't think we're going to have to wait till the third and fourth quarter to see the offense kind of put something together.
Well, and that's the big thing. And I want to give former Bear Brian Urlacher some props, because I pride myself on tending to look at things a little bit different, and maybe, just trying to find a different, avenue that nobody really looked into. And he brought something up on Waddle and Sylvia. I talked about it a little bit on air, might have been on CHGO After Dark, but he brought up a point, and as much as we complain about the defensive line and the lack of attention paid by Ryan Poles to the defensive ends on this team, Urlacher brought up a great point. The Bears are going to punch a lot of teams in the fucking mouth offensively, or they're going to come out and they're going to be up 14. They're going to be up 21. Where the other team, what they're going to be doing. So these pass rushers, a guy like Austin Booker, Montez Sweat, can just pin their ears back and go, because what they got to do. Whereas when you're fighting your way back up the hill to get in there, and these other teams, you don't always know what they're going to be doing. Right. So I think that's the only logical reason that I can look at. Like, all right, we believe in these guys if they're put in these positions where it's just going to be them rushing the passer. Now, it's not going to be every game, but it's going to be more than it was in 2025, because this offense is going to be seasoned another year where they can come out, and like you said, Eric, there's going to be games where the Bears are going to be up 21-0 at the end of the first quarter.
True.
That's something that we haven't seen yet from this offense.
Yeah, and then with everybody knowing everything, understanding the playbook, understanding what their job is and what's expected of them. Otherwise, sit down, because I think that's what kind of coach they have. If you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, they'll find somebody else to do it for you. And just how special this guy is. And I have to thank TTNL for at least getting me on the path to opening my eyes a little bit and understanding what kind of amazing talent this guy is. But, we've seen a lot of talented guys come and go who never reached that potential.
100%.
And here's this quiet, confident, unflappable guy developing into the guy, the face of the franchise. And it's just really exciting, because we've never had it.
We've never
had it. Not at quarterback.
Right. And at one point, the face of our franchise was an offensive guard in Kyle Long. Phil and I used to joke about that.
Yeah.
But not only is he going to be the face of the franchise, he could very well be the face of the whole goddamn league.
True.
And I mean, that's why he's on the cover of Madden. Right. You know what I mean? They see where this is going. Yeah. And listen, the NFL is, you can say whatever you want. The entertainment value. There's no, I think this shit with Warren Sharp, that stuff all gets put out there for a reason. The NFL saw that study. They put the Bears on every goddamn primetime game that they could be on.
It's true.
They want the Bears involved. So I think a couple of the guys in the chat talked about it. Well, that stuff is all going to change. You may you watch a Chiefs game, you're like, Jesus, I'd love to get a call like that.
Yeah,
that might be our time this year.
I'm gonna add one more thing too. The most psychotic, neurotic place you could be on Sunday is the TTNL chat.
Oh yeah,
when the Bears are playing, man, I'm sitting there going like, wow.
Oh yeah,
these people are writing us off, and it's 14 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Oh man, I've had my battles with plenty of people, our patrons in the chat. It's 3-0. It's like, it's fucking over.
No, it's over, man.
I have a screenshot of Phil, myself, Adam Rank, and Greg Braggs, where Phil and Adam are just going back. It was in the playoff game, just going back and forth. This is fucking bullshit. I have to post it for our patrons because I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, guys, we've seen this play out a couple of times before. Let's just sit back, have a Coke and a smile.
Private
It harkens me back to an old movie, The 10 Commandments, you know, the classic Charlton Heston. And he's at the sea, right? And everybody goes, where are we going to go now, Moses?
Yeah.
We're going to cross the water? And Moses looks back at everybody and says, you have seen 10 miracles, and you still have no faith. How many times are we going to watch 18 bring us back in the fourth quarter and give us a chance to win before you kind of go, well, looks like one of those games again. 18's going to have to work some magic and get us back in it.
Yep.
And they did every time. And you're sitting there going, wow, man. So my wife would come in and go, oh, they're down 21-3. Not worried. About to make that change right now. Here touchdown. We're back in it. And
got them right where we want them. Yeah.
We got the quarterback now. So we're gonna do this thing. And I'm sitting here holding my face going, we just won.
Yeah.
Must see TV. Must
it is.
It's TV.
It's like the stock market. You know, you want to get in on that hot buy before, you know, everybody else knows about it. It's like you brought up MJ, you know, back in 85.
Yeah.
You know, when you're watching it, you didn't know where it was going.
Right.
You just knew it was going somewhere, and you knew it was going to be a fucking fun.
And
right.
You knew it was different. Like,
right.
I remember seeing Walter in a preseason game in his rookie year.
Yeah.
And he just jumped off the screen at you. Like, whoa, what?
Yep. That's different.
That's the kid from Jackson State.
Yeah.
You know, you're like going, wow, it's different. Or when I saw Lawrence Taylor in preseason, the little half game that he played, I think it was against the Bears. I'm like, who is that guy?
Yeah.
Lawrence, wow, he was everywhere, man. Yeah. And you just knew something's different about these kind of guys. And I truly do. I think we have a different one. And I think there's going to be a lot of wows in our future over the next several years with this guy running things.
I totally agree. And it's Bears fans have been so abused for decades. I mean,
absolutely.
We've been watching this forever, and you know, you bring up the point. Who remembers the breakout of Devin or Roma Shadu with Mike Martz? We're like, oh, we got one. Here we go. 2 weeks later, he's fucking gone. You know, off the face of the earth.
Right.
And Bears fans you got those little small windows to get excited. And what they're building now, because if you got a quarterback, it makes everything else easier. Now, you're on the precipice. And I can't understand how people aren't just over the moon with this quarterback. Yeah. I cannot believe there's Bears fans out there that want to complain about this quarterback with where we've come from. I mean, think about what the Bears quarterbacks. I mean, Cade McNown. Do you remember getting excited about Cade McNown? You know, Shane Matthews, Jim Miller.
Remember they traded for the kid from, I guess
Rick Meyer.
No, but the guy that was playing in Tampa was 6'7" quarterback or whatever, Glennon.
Oh, Mike Glennon, yeah.
And he was supposed, and I'm like, what? Who?
Yeah.
Child, please.
I was, yeah.
Shane texted me that shit. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
I was like,
no. I swear to God,
and we create a storyline out of anybody. We'd see Vince Evans throw a good pass, and we go, "There's our guy. We got one." And no, we didn't have one.
Right.
The giraffe. I used to call it the giraffe gaff.
Yeah.
Mike Glennon.
Oh God. Just some stuff, man. I mean, at least Bobby Douglas excited us when he took off with the football, and to tell you how inept the Bears were. Okay, now I'm really stating my age here, but I was just a kid, okay? But they were playing the Raiders the last game of the season, and Bobby Douglas was shredding them, running through them like tissue paper. I mean, he was easily going to be the first quarterback ever to run 4,000 yards.
Yep.
I kid you not. They took him out of the game midway through the third quarter, thinking he had 1,000.
Oh,
he had 968. They were 32 yards off.
Oh,
Jesus.
my God.
That's
32
insane.
yards short.
They needed cars.
I mean, he could have gotten that with a couple of quarterback draws or whatever.
Sure.
The guy was a phenomenal athlete. Should have been a tight end or something, not a quarterback. It's Glennon. With an elongated neck. He certainly would have suffered a neck injury had he had a normal career. There's no question. But that's how inept they were. So ineptitude and just dealing with that. And then I was able to get out of the abusive home, right? I was able to start a television career down in Mobile where we were looking at the Saints, not much better, but, go other places. And you guys had to suffer the fandom as access to media and highlights and all this stuff extended. When I started in Mobile, you didn't get you had to watch highlights on the NFL This Week in the NFL show. That was the only way you were going to see them.
Yep.
And now, man, there's so much information. There's so many people with takes and stuff, and you have to wade through all the crap. And I hate this one too. And again, I'm really sounding like an old man now. I hate when they put a headline on and make you think the Bears have made a trade or something. Yeah. And then they're just speculating about a possible trade. Oh, Vita Vea may be traded to the Bears. Well, so might Jesus, but that doesn't mean it's going to happen. Stop it. Just say, hey, we examine the potential of bringing on Vita Vea, what they might have to give up. You don't have to lie to me and make stuff up. But again,
how many ones for Jesus?
at least 2,000, right? It's
half a century.
Can we trade Ruben Hippolyte for him?
Hey, no, you got to throw in at least
Roshan Johnson, Ruben Hippolyte.
We'll take Urlacher out of. Is it Urlacher or Locker? I saw you talk about Lacker.
It's like linebacker.
Okay.
Urlacher.
Urlacher.
I said if there's one fan base that'll fuck up a name, it's the Chicago Bears fan base.
And I remember with him even. Nobody knew what we had.
No.
He was drafted as a safety, wasn't he? And then suddenly they
drafted him as a linebacker.
No, he was a safety.
He was a safety in college. He played that kind of like that rover role at
he was a
New
big
Mexico.
dude. I didn't know he was that big.
Oh, he was huge. I remember meeting him in New Haven at the Walter camp, and I shook his hand. I told him this. He didn't remember though. Although his buddy Kari Samuel did. Me and him became friends. I said, the Bears are going to take you. I told him at Walter camp, he was an All-American. He goes, you're a Bears fan. I go, yeah. I'm telling you, the Bears are going to take you. And sure enough, they did.
Let me ask you a hypothetical.
Yes.
If Malachi Lawrence is available, as well as Thieneman, when they pick, do you think they would have taken a defensive end?
No.
I thought you were going to ask, would I take Malachi?
Oh, I know you would have taken
I would have taken.
Somebody see you got to be quiet and keep that stuff to yourself, Phil. Other people are watching and they're going, hey, well, who's this Lawrence guy? We see DDP's talking about this Lawrence kid. Look at him.
You guys know how I go down these rabbit holes of draft, nuggets and almosts of what the Bears did. So the Bears wanted Plaxico Burress in the 2000 draft.
I remember that.
He went one pick before the Bears at number 8 to the Pittsburgh Steelers, and the Bears were at 9 and took Urlacher.
Wow.
Mark Hatley, there's a quote out there of him talking about trying to build a wide receiver room full of basketball players. And I said, you think about what may have been if he had lasted to number 9 and the Bears pass on Brian Urlacher for Plaxico Burress, because it sounds like they would have pulled the trigger on Plex.
Thin threads, man.
Yeah.
Didn't again, names escape me sometimes. Not Hall of Fame, future Hall of Fame D tackle Rams. Didn't he go a pick or so ahead?
Aaron Donald, yeah, he went one
ahead.
pick before. We got Kyle Fuller.
Kyle Fuller.
Yeah.
Man. And Kyle Fuller wasn't bad, but Aaron Donald, no.
Oh,
yeah.
He's not.
Aaron Donald is on another. He'll be wearing a jacket.
I hope he doesn't decide to come back since they got the other killer to play on the defensive line.
If they get Vita Vea.
Oh, stop.
I'm telling you.
Luckily, they got salary caps. The Dodgers
There's
get
no
everybody in baseball.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah, that's right. I've heard you say that, and they always manage to do that, don't they?
They always have. Philadelphia and
Philly just gave Jalen Carter 150 plus mil.
Wow.
And I'm telling you, Eric, they don't have any money there.
They just
at the cap.
They just extended Jordan Davis.
Yeah.
They extended Jalen Carter to a massive deal. They just traded for Jonathan Grenard and then extended him.
Wow.
$100 million.
And we draft safety. We draft safeties.
Yes.
In Chicago.
Well, at least we got 1 year. Let's see if it stretches over into 2.
Yeah.
Where the draft choices and stuff kind of surprised us and how they developed and worked out. Maybe the same thing will happen this year. So you gotta go in Ben at least, because I think he has the most juice. We trust. Yeah. Hopefully these guys work out and develop into contributors and great players. But I'm as confused as anybody about why they didn't address the rush edge. And it's funny. I was thinking about it and I was going, well, I'll run that by Shane too. It's like free agents are overpaid.
Yep.
Because you're bringing them in based on what they've produced up to now.
Sure.
So I'm signing DDP because over his career, if it's several years, he's averaging 11.5 sacks and he's doing this and he's doing that. And we expect that production when we put him in place.
Yep.
Odingbo, okay, he had 8 sacks 2 or 3 years ago, but you're paying him like a guy who has a track record of being a game changer, a disruptor, and you're kind of going, huh? Like
that's two different styles, Eric.
Yeah,
that's why I take shots at Mr. Uncrustable, Ryan Pope. There's the potential, to be something.
Right.
We see that other teams see that he has potential too, so we're gonna be the market.
Yeah.
You know, like we're gonna like a house.
Yeah.
Might really be worth 300,000, but where the neighborhood is, the potential that the house has, it's, it's still in the 70s, kitchen and that shit, but the potential is there. So I'm gonna offer 420,000 because the market. Same thing here with Mr. Poles. Mr. Poles doesn't understand the value of this, is finding it in the draft market.
Right.
Seeing the potential there and saying the priority is here at this position, finding it there. And then to your point, you pay for what you get, just like the coach.
Yeah.
Especially at the defensive end position. There's a reason why Myles Garrett got what he got. Max Crosby will get what he get, because the ability to sack and what Hendrickson got what he got. The ability to get to the quarterback and disrupt the backfield from the defensive end position is a 1% of people walking the earth quality. You can't just line anybody up there and think that they're going to go dominate the game. It just doesn't happen. So where we are there is going to be interesting to watch. I think we said a lot tonight and had a great guest. I know that the chat was so happy that you're back.
It's great to be back, guys. It really is, and I'm honored, really. But most of the time, I'm sitting back learning, more about the X's
Eric,
and O's.
we were just talking about you, me and my wife, because we went down to Modern Beats. The other day for my birthday.
Right.
So
nice.
My birthday meal was at Modern, and we sat down and we were talking with the boys. And they were talking about the last time we were here because we were looking at the Yale stuff, and they have all this new stuff. Modern has a pizza slice statue now outside.
Oh, okay.
Where the parking lot is over there on the left. They put this giant statue. And
best parking job I ever saw in my life was with Phil Atoshin in the minivan in that parking lot.
Wow.
Especially with the transmission was dying.
Turns out they kind of cram you in there. If I remember.
Oh yeah, sure you gotta be able to fucking back up. Same thing happened this time.
Best pizza ever though, New Haven, man.
You ain't
Eric's
kidding.
Gonna tell you, right?
I grew up in Chicago, man, but New Haven, sorry.
I was
Carrie and
everybody's heard me say I'm, born and raised in New York, and Phil would always say that, and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then when I got down there and we went, I'm like,
man,
this dude ain't fucking lying.
I hadn't been there in a while.
Yeah,
at least 10, almost a year.
Yeah,
last time I've been there, and then you take that bite. And the bite itself is so delicious, right? Yeah. By the time you're at the third or fourth bite, you're like, this fucking dough is so different.
Yeah, man.
So it's
pretty amazing.
It always gets you hungry on this show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Sean Stewart smoking a fat blunt with Ron.
Even the breadsticks there were fantastic. Those.
Yeah,
The moots. Garlic bread with moots.
I told the family, I said, hey, the guys took me to the spot in New Haven. Next time I come into town, we got to hit the spot in New Haven. It was amazing. And I never knew. I lived in Connecticut much of my adult life and never knew that New Haven was that.
Jesus. Now, did you see
outstanding at doing
the
pizza.
Mayor of New Haven and everyone, they fought to be the pizza capital of the world. So they've officially been named the pizza capital of the world.
Wow.
Big news here in Connecticut.
That's unbelievable.
On WFSB, this is Eric Clemons. We're going to go down to New Haven.
I have been in Italy where pizza's like potato chips. I mean, every place has a pizza.
Oh, yeah.
And it was pretty good, but not quite there in New Haven, because Americans pile more stuff on the pizza,
Yeah,
sure.
In Italy, it's just a pie, and then they bring it out.
The Napolitano.
Very inexpensive, and you get your wine or your drink, and then you just eat. But man, I'll never forget that. And we were with Claudio, right?
Claudio, the barber came.
He probably forgot that he was there eating dinner with you. That's what he did with me. He's like, I can't wait to meet Shane. I'm like, well, what'd you think of me when we were eating dinner together at Modern, bro?
Claudio actually texted me like midnight last night. He's like, dude, EPMD, Eric B and Rakim are coming to New Haven. We gotta go. At 12:30 in the morning, because I love
this is actually a good question, because I'm pretty sure only the Ninja Turtles talk more pizza than we do.
Yeah, they did talk about pizza a lot.
We always talk about it.
It's pretty amazing, man. It was absolutely outstanding.
If you don't like pizza, you're not gonna love TTNL. That's for sure.
Hey, and you know what?
Take my coaching.
You can go find another show then.
That's right. Right.
Tell them the soccer fields are over there.
I was telling somebody earlier, I said, man, if Shane grew up in my neighborhood, I'd want him on my side playing the dozens, man.
Yeah.
Because he is really good. He can give the zingers about your mama and the whole deal.
Oh, yeah.
I'd have had to break up a lot of fights. Man, it's just the dozens, man. Don't take it personal. It's just the dozens, But no, you guys are outstanding. It's great stuff. It's a learning environment, a freedom environment, and the best thing is you're genuine selves, and you'll genuinely admit, hey, missed that one. I was wrong, or
sure,
I told you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll definitely tell you.
It's all authentic and true, and you'll tell somebody to go fly a kite too. Which, hey, So I always really enjoy seeing you guys, especially right after a Bear game or during a Bear game, seeing the chat, which I would just be falling out of my chair laughing.
That's right. Oh man, it's crazy.
Cynicism.
It's crazy to think that BHL is not too far away.
Not too far away, man.
I was just talking to my son about that. Yeah.
You notice getting older, that time seems to go by a lot faster.
Oh my God.
It sure does.
What's going on, man? Where'd the year go?
Our anniversary the other day.
Yeah.
I'm like, just flew by. Football season starting. I'm coaching.
Yeah.
I'm giving out helmets and fitting people with pads tonight.
Yeah, man.
That's why I was a little late. I was starving. I was like, Steph made this, what do you call this? Penne alla vodka. I love penne alla vodka.
Okay. A little vodka.
We're not taking Caleb Williams. I think Caleb.
Shane, or was that?
That was Shane, of course.
There he goes doing the dozens.
About your penny
doing the dozens again, you know. But
I'll have to drive. Steph is going international, so I'm gonna have to drive down there, Phil, and we'll go hit Modern. We'll send her a couple pics.
Boys' night. Maybe Eric, when are you coming back? I missed you.
You know, man, all of this stuff, man, the gas and the plane fare and stuff. Now it costs double what it used to cost my wife and I to fly out to see relatives.
So we haven't a cruise. You're the cruise man,
right?
All the way around.
Well, what you don't know is that I saved for a year and a half to go on those. You know? Pay it down little by little. But man, just to kind of go, you know, you take for granted, like, okay, it's summer, we're July. Yeah, we're going to go to Connecticut, spend a couple weeks to see relatives. And I'll give DDP a call and some other friends, and maybe we can get together. I know you're way busier now than you even were then. You had to eke out the time then. But, man, it's just so doggone expensive.
It is.
And we just haven't been able to do it. Hopefully something breaks within a little while. But, you know, at least I can see you this way and
absolutely
and see you break down.
Anytime you want to come on, Eric, you're more than
open
welcome.
door. Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
I love you very much. You're great.
You got to think about the Eric Clemons show. We'll get you a show on TTNL.
The Eric Clemons show.
Oh,
sorry. Eric Clemons.
Yes.
I'll be talking about, you know, Bobby Douglas needs to work on his accuracy a little bit, you know. There you go. Who's this old man talking about? But no, man, you know, you just really ignited the Bears fandom in me. Wherever I've gone, I've always carried Chicago sports with me, but no team quite like the Bears. I don't know what it is. They didn't give me much to cheer about as a kid, but they were mine. It's like your parents, you know, you look back at them later and go, maybe grandma sucked, or but they were mine. And
but you know what?
You
know what, Eric?
Yeah.
In a few months, we're all going to kick that fucking door down together. And imagine what that, if the Bears win the Super Bowl, not if, when they win the Super Bowl.
RV. So we can all
that
go
BHL might be 6 hours.
Yeah, you're right, man.
How are you gonna go to sleep?
Right. No.
It's perfect this year because
President's Day, right?
President's Day is the next day, so
I told Steph that. She's like,
off.
Finally, they get it right.
Yeah.
I go, it's pretty easy.
And it's so long suffering. I mean, when they won the Super Bowl, I was working in Mobile, so I didn't even get the chance to embrace it all with the city. You know, and go through that.
Hear the drum roll though.
It's gonna be a fun ride. I'll have my new studio will be here in time for the new
studio.
Season. Yeah, new studio, because Eric was throwing at my face talking about saving up. I saved up, but now that's all gone because I just bought a new house. So
there you go. Congratulations.
Talking about shit that's expensive.
Finally into his own house.
Yeah,
man.
So you'll be seeing a little bit different backdrop here in what's today. Well, we got just a little under 1 month before closing.
Glad I discovered you guys, however it was, and glad to call you friends and colleagues, and keep doing what you're doing. It is outstanding, and bar none. And you both know that a lot more people are watching you than you might give credit for. That's why we got to got to keep DDP quiet when he has that sleeper player or that player that nobody's talking about for the draft. Just don't say it, you know, just put it in the chat or something. And then the other teams won't hear it and take Malachi Lawrence a couple picks before we get a chance to get him. But
Malachi, my son texted me, Phil, Malachi Lawrence ranked 78 on Madden 27 coming out as a rookie.
He's a 78 overall.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's actually really good.
Yeah, it is.
I really
rookie coming in.
Your help with the draft and evaluating players and stuff, like Lawrence, to watch his tape again and go like, wow, this dude's a beast. And okay, maybe he'll last. And then you're going the next pick and the Dallas Cowboys. But that's our luck sometimes. But
just know if it's a defensive lineman, we're not going to draft him. That's
especially
the best approach. Yeah,
especially we should draft a linebacker and turn him to a rush in, and that'll probably.
Yeah,
exactly.
Shane McClellan, welcome to the end.
Shane McClellan.
On that note.
Yeah.
All right, great show, fellas. Eric, great job.
Love you, Eric.
Love you right back, fellas. All of you.
Full training camp mode. So are the Bears fans. Football is my life now. My wife is today. I'm just texting my coaches, and she grabs my chin, and she's like, "Hi, I'm here." And I'm like, I'm sorry.
I remember those days.
Put the phone down.
Well, congratulations on your anniversary. Congratulations on your new house and the birthday number 50.
Yes.
DDP, you're with 52?
53. Dante 53. Jones years old. Yes. My
53.
Boy. 53.
I'm at 6. I'll be 67 in November.
Wow.
George, who wore that number for the George? Was it George Seals? Defensive lineman.
You're
way
really
back in the day.
You're going back.
I can't remember a 67 other than that. Maybe they had an
67. Jerry Fontenot.
Jerry Fontenot. There you go.
Jerry Fontenot.
He was a decent player.
He was a very good center.
I would have never been an old lineman though, man.
I tell my team, listen, you be an old lineman. You are eating first at every meal for my team. There's nothing but love.
They often made the best analysts too that I work with. They have to be pretty bright, and they understand the game. Yeah,
except Stink. He's very.
They understand the game pretty well, and a lot of the quarterbacks I found understood the game, but they couldn't articulate it.
Garza was 63, correct, Shane?
Yeah, I was just looking. So Jerry Fontenot, Greg Huntington was a center. Abe Gibron.
Abe Gibron was
number 67 in his playing career.
Got a feeling.
Currently,
I didn't even remember him.
Currently, it's held down by Garrett Bradbury.
Garrett Bradbury is going to be 67. Okay.
Yep. Ricky Stromberg was 67. Keith Randolph.
But technically, I should say 66 because I'm not 67 until November. But
there you go. 66. 66.
I have no idea.
Has been retired.
Yeah, it's a retired Bears number probably.
Yes, I think it is retired.
Because I don't remember seeing it on anybody. I never remember. All I remember is 66.
You know who was 67? Sam Mustafer.
Sam
7. So many kids are going like this.
6'7". My little granddaughter, 6'7".
Oh yeah.
What does that mean? I don't know, but 6'7". 6'7".
Josh Beekman, number 67.
Jess was totally doing it. I swear to God, I could see you, Jess. Won't they get it? 6'7".
But you guys
are like, Dad, you're so cringe. Please.
Keep doing what you're doing. You obviously the patrons and everybody growing because of the quality of programming and stuff we get, listening to you guys and just seeing you interact back and forth and sometimes disagree, and all of it's just laid out there. There's nobody that matches your passion. Nobody.
Thank you,
and
sir.
So when we see true passion come through our computer screens or whatever, can't help but latch onto it just like we do our favorite football team. So there you go.
StreamYard cut that. That's all you got to say now. And it cuts it into a short. So
love you.
We're going to use that for promo.
Appreciate
Speaking of promos, we're going to get out of here, and Cap is going to take us out. Football is back. The Bears are back. Let's go win a fucking Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
What's up, everybody? This is NFL Network's Adam Ray.
This is only Fruits.
This is Matt Waldman.
This is Chris Zorg from your Chicago Bears.
I'm Deion Miller.
Dan Weeder.
Hey, man, it's Rashad Whitfield.
I'm Courtney Cronin.
Hey, this is David Kaplan. Listen to me. You want to learn football? Listen to my guys, Phil and Shane.
Shane and Phil. Shane and Phil. Oh, Phil.
On the Tape Never Lies Network.
On the Tape Never Lies Network.
Tape Never Lies Network.
The Tape Never Lies Network.
Tape Never Lies Network. Home of the greatest Chicago Bears fans on earth.